What's going on, everybody? Kenny here, also known as Silent85. Welcome to a Gamer Log. We're going to talk about some movies, which was movie day for me today. I took a day out for myself. I do that every so often. I may go see like one movie, but today was two movies that I want to talk about, which is Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Heroes, and John Wick 4. Won't give any spoilers on either, but I'm just going to give my opinion and how they fucking rocked. I love them. On the note of D&D, great performances. Everybody did really good. There were a couple moments where Hugh Grant, it felt like he phoned it in a bit, but he did a really good job. Everybody all around was really funny. The characters are great. There's a lot of references for fellow D&D adventurers that you'll catch. Even if you only played any of the D&D games, there's plenty of references there as well. And I mean the video games, not the tabletop. But the tabletop, obviously, there's a lot of references there too, a few that I noticed. Really good movie. Definitely an 8 out of 10. I think that's what I gave it on Twitter. There are a couple of scenes where you can tell there's green screen going on. But other than that, over the top, a lot of creatures. A lot of creatures from the universe you get to see in here. Also, one of my favorite races shows up. One of my favorite species. Technically, they refer to as a race. So, it was really cool. It was a really cool little Easter egg for it. So yeah, but no, overall, great movie. Really cool story. What I loved about it was that for a minute, a few times in the movie, it really just feels like a side quest that these characters are taking, and then there's a main story going on in the background, which I thought was really cool. A lot of people probably won't dig that, but near the end, things kind of turn around, and it's really cool. So anyway, again, great movie. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to watch it again. I saw it in Screen X at Cinemark, which is really cool. It's a triple display-ish. It's kind of a 2.5 display because Screen X is really cool. It threw me off there for a bit, but when you have movies like Dungeons and Dragons, or let's say, for example, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, that has a lot of scenery shots, it's a really cool perspective. But on the note of Screen X, if you ever go to Cinemark, and Cinemark is my personal favorite theater brand, I go there every time, and I'm a bit spoiled in that regard because that's the only kind of theater brand I ever really want to go to, mostly because I'm a rewards member. But anyway, it's really cool. It was a really cool experience. I saw, moving on to John Wick Chapter 4, I saw it in XD, which is really cool. Kind of a bit of an IMAX experience. It's not actual IMAX, but it's a really cool experience. Had good seats overall. John Wick blew my mind. John Wick blew my mind because I really can't, honestly, I can't say because it would spoil it. There was about 10 minutes in the movie that I think they could have cut out. But the runtime is totally awesome in that regard, because you do get what you pay for. And that's something I always appreciate in the movie. It's why I enjoy the Hobbit movies, Lord of the Rings, anything beyond 2.5 hours, because I believe you get what you pay for, especially with the rising costs of theater tickets nowadays. So I think it's a good thing. Personally, I mean, yeah, I'm old school. I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, so you got used to a movie not going beyond 2 hours, and if it did, it was uncalled for. But in this day and age, especially for what you got to pay, you definitely get what you pay for. And John Wick does not disappoint. Chapter 4 does not disappoint. Definitely a 9 out of 10. Definitely a 9 out of 10. And I'm really thankful for that because, it's really hard to keep a series or a franchise like John Wick going. Actually, I think it technically does qualify as a series. It's really hard to keep action going, keep a story flowing, keep characters interested, keep the audience interested. And I will say that they do not forget about the premise in this movie. And it's fantastic. And you'll also see there's one character that's along for the ride that is acting as kind of an avatar for the audience. and it's a fantastic touch. Dogs are a part of the movie, which I love. Obviously, that's been the whole thing, and even plays a bit of a twist in the movie. So it's totally worth it. And again, I don't want to go into any more detail, but I loved it. I totally loved it. So anyway, hope you guys are well. I apologize for really no streams this weekend. Everything's been really heavy the last week or so. I got a lot going on personally, medically, all kinds of crap, but I hope y'all are well. Stay safe, stay sane. Remember, you're awesome. Never let the world tell you otherwise. And if you made it to the end, definitely tell me what you thought of these movies if you got a chance to see them. And if you haven't yet, I definitely recommend it. And if you can't afford it, at least wait to support the films by either renting them or buying them digitally, because these films are worth it. Don't pirate them. I'll just say that straight out. I won't comment further than that because I'm not perfect. I'll just say that much. But definitely check them out in a legit way and support what they've done with these films. So I'll see you later. Peace.